Hello everybody and welcome to a very special episode on my vanilla Minecraft server. And today, this is episode 50. And I've been a little bit busy between episodes working my butt off on this thing. Let's run over here and I'll show you where we are in the nether here before I step through the portal here. We are at the Ocean Monument Project. So, I thought it would be a good idea to time-lapse this whole thing. Now, keep in mind, there are 0 sponge rooms in this monument, so yeah, we have to bury it in sand. Anyways, I will catch you in a bit. I'll see you on the other side.
beam.pro.
And welcome back after that time lapse footage. Unfortunately, in order for me to get this episode out in time, I'm out of time for recording the time lapse. But I've got everything laid out here. Let's actually climb up a bit, and I'll talk about what's going on with this. Yeah. So this is going to be a guardian farm, obviously. I mean, you didn't figure that one out already, but yeah. And it's based on the ZipCrowd high efficiency design, and so in between all of these rows are going to be dispensers. If I could jump, yeah, that would help too. But yeah, it's going to be all the dispensers and everything. Now, as for that particular farm, I've not been able to find a world download for it specifically. However, there is on the Hermitcraft Season 3 world download, when people think of Ocean Monument Guardian Farms, they automatically think of XB Crafted. However, there is actually another Guardian Farm on the old Hermitcraft server. Hypno made one. He did the ZipCrowd design. At the time he did his, there was a world download. I don't know why I've not been able to find one, but basically it's rows and rows and rows of dispensers, which dispense water so you can toggle it on and off, and they go splat down at the bottom. For part of the idea for me doing this design instead of a smaller design is because most smaller designs you'll in 1.11 you'll get cooked fish instead of raw fish, and for what I was intending to do, I need raw fish, not cooked. So, anyways, let's see, 36, 8, 9. We're only 10 minutes in. Yeah, I shortened the time lapse footage more than once. I did the initial recording and then sped it up by the max that my editing software allows and saved it, and saved a whole bunch of different pieces of it, and then for the actual time lapse itself, I sped up the bits again just a little bit. Otherwise, you'd be sitting here for like an hour. So, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, we could spread a little bit of redstone dust, I suppose. And the way I get down there. Oh yeah, there is one other thing. You may or may not have noticed during the time lapse. I know the footage is kind of dark. I cannot play with it on max bright. Yeah, I died. Yeah, I died. However, I believe my previous death was in 1.9.2, and this server's been in every version all the way up through 1.11. So yeah, I'm not a combat player. I don't do PvP or PvE very well, and yet I've seen where people are dying constantly due to the combat update, and I'm like, what? It's not that hard. I don't even have a shield. But basically, and then you have the redstone along these. And of course, because of the length of them, there will be crossbars. Fortunately, we have tons of redstone. As for the collection system at the bottom, due to issues with moving entities like the hopper minecarts, I'm not planning on making our collection system be that. It may cause some lag, but I'm going to just hopper it all the way across. And we got another stick. It's going to be hoppers all the way across, and because the changes to 1.11, you can do the glass item elevators again pretty easily, but we're going to need more than one elevator due to the sheer quantity of items easily overwhelms a single one. And it's not the dispenser that's the problem, it's the hoppers. The hoppers can only accept items at one item per tick. Yeah, so if we only had one elevator, we would very suddenly have a huge bottleneck. Just a little more. Since I've got the dust here, might as well spread a little bit more. But yeah, and then like every 15 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, like right there. Right about there, and then 15 from the other end. Because you send the power down to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There. Right about there, so. Also, I've noticed I technically don't have enough iron for this. But then your repeater is signal into the iron blocks. Nothing terribly fancy or complicated. But this should mostly give you an idea. And I don't have any repeaters on hand. They're all upstairs. Anyways. Hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and grab some repeaters here real quick, so I can show you what I mean. Unfortunately, the current location of the portal is at Y119, and most of this is below sea level. When you form your nether portals in 1.8 above, the Y coordinate matters. So when you have your portal on the nether side and place it, it'll place it as high in the overworld as possible on land. And with ocean monuments, it tends to be like underwater, so it'll plop it out above the water, or anywhere out in the ocean, really. Let's see. Repeat. Getting down there is pretty quick. It's getting up that 6 forever. So yep, let's not hit the glass. Something like that. You might have to. I don't have crafting table on me. You might have to do double repeater. I forget. But this should give you the general idea, and then it spreads out the same number of blocks, X number of blocks, and I'm gonna have to, when I get further along on it, I'm gonna have to do some testing to make sure it'll all line up. But anyways, in any event, I do hope you enjoyed this episode 50 special, and if you did, be sure to hit that like button, and if you really enjoyed it, then do subscribe for more episodes. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.